Hello, friends of YouTube. I got some inspiration to make a video. I don't know if I've ever really talked about this, but I'm a very big believer in the law of attraction, and naturally I kind of relate it to almost the power that we use whenever we do spell work. And just something that's been happening to me lately. I know that there's a lot of energy kind of flowing around, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I just can't describe it. It seems like the energy that's flowing around right now is kind of testing me in all areas of life, in school, in my relationship, and with my faith. And that's why I feel called to do this challenge, and also to kind of work on myself and work on my path. And I actually found a coven here, believe it or not. I went on witchvox, or witchesvoice.com, however you want to pronounce it, and found a couple local covens, and this one in particular sounded the closest to what I believe. And so I'm the only student right now, and I'm looking forward to meeting my coven leader. I haven't met him yet. He just wanted me to do this workbook that he sent me, and kind of show what I know so far, and then kind of build on what I don't know. And I know that the major things are, I need to work on Sabbats, and I also need to work on the kind of healing aspect, and sorry, there's this fly flying around. Just stones and herbs, and kind of the medicinal and magical purposes of both. I know very little about, so that's something that as I work towards my first degree, that I guess I'll be working on with him. So that's kind of exciting. Hopefully his teachings I resonate with, otherwise I'll, kind of say thanks but no thanks and go back to being solitary, but here we go. But the main inspiration that came to me with this video is I watched the movie version of The Secret. I've read the book too, and it's basically the same, but I really love watching the movie because it kind of gets me back on track as far as my energies that I kind of send out to the universe. And right now, watching that video and kind of looking at my life, I realize that I've been kind of focusing on what I don't want and getting more of it. And for a while there, everything was going good, and keeping going, because I was very positive about the change, and positive about that my boyfriend was going to get a job, and that I was going to get a job, and that I was going to move here, and things leading up to now have been good. And so I'm starting to feel the change in the energy, and so that's when I know I need to kind of look inward and kind of focus on the energies that I'm exerting. And another way that I think the goddess is testing me is that I have this friend that I've been friends with for 5 years, and she's about in her 30s. She's a really good friend of mine, trusting, I trust her with my life, but she's psychic, and she's been a great influence on my life thus far. But I feel right now, as far as a mentor and a teacher that she has been, she no longer serves me. And I realized that in my talking with her on the phone last week, because it seemed that what she was talking about, it was almost kind of like a manipulation of energies that I was feeling from her. Oh my gosh, it's a yellow jacket. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. Alright, sorry about that. That was really interesting. This wasp has seemed to want to take over my porch and not let me in it, and that's just not going to happen. I'm bigger than you. So anyways, what I was saying is that this friend of mine, who has been a great inspiration and a teacher of sorts for me spiritually for the last 5 years or so, no longer serves me, and I'm ready to move on to a new teacher, and that's why I'm, I guess, seeking a coven of sorts, and kind of, being in a new area. I don't really know a lot of people. Actually, I don't know anyone except for the people that I work with and my boyfriend. So, that being said, sorry, I keep looking, thinking he's gonna come down and sting me. That, having this new teacher hopefully will help me progress, because I know that, and while I was waiting for the wasp to go away, I actually looked up the meaning of the wasp, because if I feel that, I'm, I guess, an eighth Native American, so I take totems very seriously, and in my practice, and I take animal signs very to heart, and the wasp is a symbol of progression, and kind of what I'm doing now is letting go of things that no longer serve me, and clarity, and focusing on my goals, and focusing on what I really want in life. And I'm sure that my psychic friend meant well, but it seemed that there was kind of some energy manipulation, because it almost seemed like she wanted me to move back to where I used to be, and kind of manipulating it in a way that that would make me want to come back, and that's just not my path that I'm on right now. And kind of saying that untrue things that weren't really happening between me and my boyfriend, and just kind of pushing and pushing and pushing, and saying that I wasn't going to be happy with him, and I've never been happier with him. I mean, we have our ups and downs, just like any relationship, but it just seemed like to me that she was not really so much communicating a message of the goddess, but almost kind of changing the energy in the air. Because if there's anything I've learned from The Secret, if it's in your mind, it becomes true. And I've noticed that since she made that statement, my boyfriend and I have had troubles. Like last night we had a pretty, nasty argument, and to the point where I went to bed angry, and you should never do that. And it made me wake up this morning with a very sour feeling in my stomach. And I just decided to myself that I'm not going to surround myself with somebody who is going to manipulate my own energy and manipulate my own ideas and energy towards where I want to be in life. And it's hard because I've been friends with her for so long, but I've lost and made friends so many times since I graduated high school, which was 6 years, by the way, ago. Well, actually 5. It'll be 5. Long time ago. That it's just not even funny, you know. And now I'm in a new city, a new town, and this is my starting over point. And this is me, you know, getting more involved in my spirituality and growing as a person, and, you know, growing in my relationships with people, and letting go of these things that are holding me back. And, you know, I don't know if maybe you guys feel kind of the shift in energy, and maybe, you know, tell me your experiences of what's going on in your life. It's just, it's so crazy how, you know, you never thought you would be where you are, you know, a year ago. And that's definitely true. I never thought I would be in Virginia, of all places, a year ago. I never thought I would ever leave Florida, much less be here. But yeah, I guess this is just kind of like a vlog update on me, more or less, and just kind of my spiritual journey. And I definitely welcome you guys to share yours, and I encourage, sorry, the furnace just came on. I encourage you all to, you know, when you find a teacher, and they, you know, teachers or, you know, high priestess or any religious leader should inspire you and fill you up with, you know, inspiration and positivity, and, you know, energies that you surround yourself with is energy that manifests, you know, through you. So, you know, you have to surround yourself with the energy that you want to carry, you know, especially for someone like me who, I guess, is very sensitive to energies. I wouldn't say I'm an empath, but I would say that I'm very sensitive to energies. That I often pick up energies from other people, and they almost become a part of me in a way. Like anything from personality to accents. I pick up on accents quick. Like, it maybe take 5 minutes for me to pick up on somebody's accent. And it's just, I can't control it. It just happens. So I just encourage you all that if it's time for you to switch spiritual teachers, switch. You know, just because you have one spiritual leader does not mean that you have to stick with them throughout your entire practice, because that means that you can then grow as a person with somebody else, and it just means that it's time for you to move on to the next chapter. That's basically my 2 cents on the subject. Okay, blessed be.